Well, happy July 4th, America. I can't imagine a better way or a better place to start this video than from the American Pavilion at EPCOT Center. It is 9:10 in the AM and we're here for a very singular purpose. Last year, and you can just see the line over there, we met with Chippendale for our 4th of July photos. There they are. I don't know if you can see them. But we missed they closed the line last year by the time we got over here to meet Goofy, Mickey, and I believe Pluto. I think that's here this morning. And they're in their 4th of July outfits. So it is, I think I said, 9:10. You can only get in here at 9 AM and look at this line already stacked up. I'm guessing this is going to take about an hour. And the bad news is it's a stifling Orlando day in the summertime, and this line is in the sun, at least the first half of it. So I don't know how I'm going to keep my wife from having a heat stroke. I did try and talk her into going into the art gallery here while I wait in line, but she's trying to be stoic. So I'm going to talk her out of that. Anyways, happy 4th of July to you. Happy 4th of July to America. And let's see how long this line takes. Like I said, it's 9:10. Oh, look, and they're adding switchbacks. It's going to be a long day in line, folks.
So here's a look at where they do Voices of Liberty. It's inside the American Pavilion show building. It looks really great. All these people are already here and waiting for the first showing, which is at 11:15. And I think it's about 9:25. So just have an idea of when you might want to show up if you want to grab a seat or a space. It's a really great area to catch some AC when it's as hot as it is. I think we caught some of it last year, and hopefully we can put in a link or grab some this year because it's a wonderful performance.
So Amber and I are switch hitting. I did speak to a cast member, and he was saying that this is probably about an hour long wait. Probably got a little bit bigger. It's probably about an hour and 20 now. We're in the very back. Amber's under the shade now, thank God. We're switch hitting though. We're switch hitting and going into the American Pavilion. By the way, he also said last year that it was a 4-hour wait. They had to shut the line down super early. So I'm going to go take Amber's recommendation and come in here and cool off for a few minutes while she waits in line. So I'm here in the rotunda, and I know Amber already talked about this, but what's cool is they've got these portraits up of, I don't know if they're cast members, but they're definitely people who served in the United States military. This one's cool. Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say they're cast members. Let's go over here and see some more. The air conditioning feels so good in here. The sweat on my body's turning to icicles. Oh, I think this one wins. This guy kind of looks like Joe Rogan, doesn't he? But it's John Paul. I can't pronounce that Polish last name. This guy looks like Vincent Van Gogh. Like Commander Riker. That looks like former President George W. Bush. It's not. I guess it could be. The painting is of her, Melissa Stockwell. So presumably that's her husband, but who knows? Doesn't that look like George W. Bush up there? Oh, these were, okay, there you go. Mystery solved. That was George W. Bush. That's why I looked like him. And all of these were painted by him. So these are probably just service members he knew or met during his presidency or when he was governor, whenever. And he painted all these. I'll tell you what, the guy has got some skill with a brush. There's no doubt about that. I'm stick figure theater. And, I mean, there's dozens of these. Look, I mean, they just ring the entire wall in here. Some of them are huge. That's great. What a, You got to be a retired resident. I can imagine worse ways to spend your time than doing this. I bet you the people that he painted feel incredibly honored. I bet you the people that get to look at it, like you and I'm glad to get to see this, especially on this 4th of July. Yeah, these are fantastic. So there you have it. Come see former president's artwork while you're waiting for the choir to sing songs about America, and most importantly, on a day like this, get some much needed air conditioning. All right, I'm gonna go back and check on beautiful wife, get back in line, and get some pictures with Patriotic Mickey, Goofy, and Pluto. You're up, Chief. What's up, Mickey? How you doing? Good to see you. Hey. What's happening? Good to see you. Happy 4th.
Go, go, go.
All right, one more.
Go together again.
All right, so we ducked into the American Smokehouse here, technically before they're open, even though the door's unlocked, to eat our food from the stand outside.
I think it's called Fief and Drum.
Yeah, so of course we wrecked our food because we didn't have breakfast. We had 2 hot dogs, which came with a bag of chips, and then we got 2 black cherry slushies, or frozen black lemonade. I don't know, one of those. And a Diet Coke. But what the offensive part of this is, and again, it's 4th of July, we're in Walt Disney World, I recognize all that, but the hot dogs were $11. And these weren't like footlongs or even large, like ballpark Franks.
Right.
These were like Oscar Mayer wieners that you'd cook at home, like when your kid wants them out of the microwave.
So these aren't even as good as like a movie theater hot dog.
No, and I get offended when I pay $6 for one of those.
Right.
So so the grand total of this is $58. So when you hear people going viral, like what a day at Disney costs, we're just 2 people. Like $58 for hot dogs.
To be fair,
we're
we
drinking.
need to always point out we understand the price of cocktails most of the time.
Yeah, but you take the hot dogs out of the equation, it's still $30.
Yeah, it is.
For 2 scrawny hot dogs and 1 soft drink. So I'm grateful to have it, but wow.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
And it's nice to finally be in some AC. We're gonna show you the photos. My hair's a mess because it felt like we were on the sun.
What we wore on the sun.
That's why my hair's up. I don't care anymore.
But we had a good time.
It was a great
the line
interaction.
It was about, what was the total time in line?
I can tell you what time the photos were taken.
Okay, so roughly, say an hour, 20 minutes?
Roughly. So I think that, we got in line at about 9:10, and the photos were taken at 10:36.
Oh, okay, so an hour.
Almost an hour and a half. So.
Hour and a half. There you have it, folks.
And we were here, again, at 9:10.
Yeah, because the rest of the park when we got out of that line is still pretty empty.
Oh, it is, yeah. So just a word to the wise. Guys, you want this meet and greet, you want these photos, get here at Rope Drop.
That's right.
You don't want to wait in a 4-hour line for that.
So we've got some friends staying over at the beach club. I think we're going to go meet them for a little bit. Hang out by we still, even as guests, cannot go to Storm Long Bay. I don't believe, we're not even going to try.
No.
But we're going to go to the smaller adult pools with them. And just chill out.
Yeah, I think we're Disneyed out for today.
Yeah, we brought some Doritos.
We got heat zapped in just that hour and a half outside.
Yeah, we did.
I did for sure. So I haven't felt this rough at 10:30 in the morning in a while.
To the 4th.
To the 4th. Happy 4th.
Cheers, America.
Cheers.
And this may be the end of this video, or you may keep it going over at the hotel. I don't know. We'll check in. Either way.
Did we show you Chip and Dale?
Oh. We'll get some footage of that on the way
I
out.
think we'll show you Chip and Dale. We're not
Yeah.
waiting in that one.
No, God no. God no.
We can put in a couple of photos that we got last year.
We'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Like right around here.
Yeah.
Well, that $58 for the hot dogs was delicious. Looking over back where we were in line for Mickey and Pluto and Goofy, and it looks like that's easily a 2-hour wait now. But the other thing you can do is come over here. We talked about it. The line for Chip and Dale's probably, I'd say 45 minutes. But there they are. Our favorites. We got this shot last year. If we haven't already put in the pictures of us with them last year, they'll be in now.
Ready?
But yeah, it wraps down the stage down there. In fact, I can see some people we were in line with.
Yeah.
They're switch hitting.
They popped over from one to the other.
That's commitment. Spending half your July 4th in line to meet characters.
It's still pretty early.
Yeah. But we're going to be on into the pool. So we'll see you guys on the other side.
It's the best Epcot jersey of all time.
Perfect for a hot day.
But no, seriously, let's see. Like, look how good it is.
So it's Mickey in all the countries?
Yes, so we've got...
Is off-grid Mickey in this one?
I don't think so, but we
No?
do. We have Morocco Mickey, Norway. We have Japan Mickey.
We have colonial oppressor Mickey on this July 4th.
UK.
No, we love our British friends. We love our
We have American Mickey. We have Deutschland Mickey.
Nice.
We've got Mexico Mickey.
Oh. Hola.
Canada. Hey. This is like easily the best one, right?
That's why
guys?
people hate Americans right here.
Oh, I hope not. I really love it.
This is great. I love it. It's very fun.
I wish that we ever had a reason to
Oh,
wear
look,
it.
we can also make some hot cocoa tonight.
Yeah. We do have some of that at home still.
We do, I know.
Yes. Okay, we gotta get to the pool.
We came in here looking at air vents, and there's really not.
I don't know if anybody can see me dripping, but we've got to get to the pool.
Okay.
Let's go.
Happy July 5th.
Good morning.
The next day. I know we said, and we did, we went swimming with our friends at the beach club, didn't we?
Yeah.
We decided that was just going to be for us. We weren't there that long because it got rained out.
Of course it did.
Yeah. But so we're lucky that we didn't get rained out at Epcot Center and stuff.
Yeah.
The good news is I think that while they were delayed last night at the Magic Kingdom, I think Epcot and the Magic Kingdom were able to do their fireworks. We obviously didn't go. We probably would have put footage of that in.
Had we? Yes.
Yeah. But we decided to come home. We were super tired. We were super zapped from the heat. We came home.
Yeah, that's it. Here's a word to the wise, guys. Like in July, I mean, honestly, 9 months out of the year here, but
Especially
pay attention to how hot it is. You need to drink water. You need to find AC. Like, you need to bring ponchos because it's going to rain. You're going to, like...
You're best not to come in July, to be honest with you.
Well, July and August. August is really rough, too. So,
yeah. Come in September, October.
You know, we are seasoned pros, but we were there and it was only 9 a.m. We were there from, like, 9 a.m. to about 11:15, and that totally zapped me for the day.
Disney should have done a better job of putting more shade up and having fans out there.
Yeah,
Misters would have been good, and hell, a free water would have been nice.
It would have been nice, and the reason that we are even mentioning any of that is because as of recently over at Epic, we have gotten those things.
Universal's been doing
and I don't know if it's because Epic's new.
Yeah,
like I don't know.
What would have been good is
some
of those cold towels that they handed out at GO82.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would have been lovely.
We went to GO82 the night before July 4th.
Yeah.
And we decided to post this video first, but you'll see that's forthcoming. Well, we said enough about it.
Yes.
It
was so much fun. I'm glad that we did the interaction.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Did look a little swampy, but I don't care. It was
everybody
fun.
looks swampy.
Well, there's those ones that just look so put together.
I was gonna say my outfit was a little bittersweet because while I was head to toe Captain America, and I had my Jaws glasses on. More about Jaws in a second. I noticed that I looked at my hat, I looked at my glasses, and I'm sure my T-shirt's the same way. Everything was made in China.
Oh no!
So that's the way it is. All of our, with the exception
was it very American?
I think they do a good job. American flags are for the most part manufactured in the United States. I think they do a good job on that.
Okay.
That would cross the line on being offensive, but everything else, including like the support your troop magnets, for the most part, they're made in China, which is really upsetting to me.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. But the Jaws glasses I mentioned because we did come home. That's what we ran that area by coming home, watching Jaws, and having some fried chicken.
Yeah.
So there's nothing more American than that. Jaws made in America, Martha's Vineyard, and the fried chicken, I hope, was made here at the public.
I get. I really can't with you. But I think we had a wonderful time. I'm really glad we did it. It was hot. It was exhausting. But again, word to the wise, if you guys want that character interaction, go early. Go early. It's worth it. It's fun.
I think next 4th of July, I'd like to stay in one of the resorts on the monorail loop or go back to Beach and Yacht Club. And just
I'd love
there.
to go back to Yacht Club.
Or Boardwalk, for that matter.
I mean, we haven't stayed at beach, but I just want access to the main Stormalong Bay. Yeah.
You don't get much more 4th of July than that, do you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We'll have to talk to our friends, because you can see the fireworks sort of at Epcot from the pool there. As we did in our Yacht Club video. I think you can see that in the footage there.
Yeah, very cool.
Anyways, that's it. I think today it looks stormy and
looks
grungy out there. I'd like to take a resort walk and get my steps in.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a lazy day overall, and I'm fine with that. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
So we've got some shows to catch up on. I think we might get that done today. Anyways, if you made it this far, you guys should definitely subscribe to the channel. We love having you along. Please interact with us. We respond to every comment. There's a few pending comments I need to go in and reply to today, but for the most part, we do reply to every single comment we get. But above all else, we'd love you to subscribe and be along for our journey. We're so close to that 1,000 subscriber.
We're so close.
Yeah, and then obviously onto 1 million and then 1 billion. That would be a cakewalk.
I mean, obviously.
But that first 1,000's the sweetest. So I have nothing else to add. Do you have anything else to say?
No. Hope you have a great weekend, guys.
And have fun storming the castle.
And stay magical.